I'm probably already recording. So this is gonna go to the video. Good afternoon. It's after the afternoon time for me. It's about 3 p.m. Eastern here. Um, Welcome to the next video of Destiny 2 Back to Basics. Um, my name is Silence. I go by Silence's Waffles on Twitch now. Um, you can catch me 7 days a week there, between 5 p.m. Eastern and 1 for the most part. Um, Stream a variety of things, mostly Destiny, Destiny 2 content, as well as Dark Souls and Resident Evil. So you'll see a lot of that on the channel. I do have specific days and scheduled stuff for all those games or those series of games. So if you want to check any of that stuff out, feel free, come over, hang out, say what's up in chat, all that kind of fun stuff. Love to see lurkers, love to hear lurkers if I can. But anyway, without further ado, Destiny 2 Back to Basics. That's what we're getting into today. I'm loading up Destiny right now. Today we're going to talk about the director. Last week we talked about the radar and the ghost and the on-screen prompts, things that you will normally see. And I'm sorry for the game loading in the background. I did completely forget about this, so probably try to cut that piece of it out maybe. But that's the authenticity of these videos. I don't really want to edit too much out. I want you guys to get the first-hand experience and what you see. And if it feels dragged out, obviously, you don't have to watch the video. You can always go somewhere else. But if you feel like you can withstand what you're seeing, come on in, hang out with us. So I believe I did two things last week. Created a new Titan. And I created a Titan, character to start off. Showed you the we went over the radar, the ghost, the on-screen prompts, the things you will see on your screen normally. And obviously this is one of those things you'll see on your screen every time you load up the game. Character selection screen. You can only make 3 characters in Destiny, but they're your choice. It's whatever you really want. Obviously I have 2 Titans right here right now, and I only did that because I kind of started the video last week off a little earlier, and there was something I forgot to actually record, which was I wanted to start the process off as me starting the game as a whole, but I kind of skipped ahead and got through the settings screen and then the gender creation screen and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of remade the Titan and then went from there. But this is the login screen. You're always gonna come here. You get to pick what character you want to play for the day and carry on from that. So I might exit out and come back in. I gotta double check. I forget where we left off. I'm saying the 751 should be the one that spawns fresh into the tower. I wanted to wait to load this character in because there's some on-screen things that I want to point out for you guys to see, so that this is just a common occurrence. It's something that happens all the time. So right now it's loading up. I believe it's going to give us a story mission prompt kind of thing going on. I'm not too sure. Again, I think I should have the gameplay and stuff muted, so you guys will not see any of that. Okay, so it put me into the tower, and it's funny. This is actually pretty cool. So when I loaded up the first Titan that I made, it loaded me into the central area of the tower, which is just the general area you'll always seem to load into, unless you select the annex, which is the secondary area that was added later during, I want to say, the beginning of year 3. Or no, not the beginning of year 3, closer towards the end of year 2, and the beginning of year 3. They added the annex for the drifter and all that. Like, everybody was placed back here, so they wanted a second fast travel spot on the tower, so you didn't have to run back and forth. We still need one in the hangar, but that's besides the point, right? But anyway, it's cool that it loaded me in here at the other part of the tower, because I didn't know it had that kind of RNG. I've never experienced this, so I'm experiencing this with you guys for the first time through these videos. So let's not stay here too long. Let's carry on. So welcome to the tower, obviously, and it's going to give you this brief description of what's going on. You arrived. It's the main social hub for everybody. They recommend that you complete the New Light quest line by following the Destiny icons for an introduction of Destiny 2's various game modes, vendors, and systems. So that's what we're going to go over today as well. We're going to be flowing through every little step that this quest has to offer, and then we're going to cut it at a certain point. But because my main focus here is the director as well, which all of this will be, you know, compiled together and showing all of that off. So without further ado, let's go forward. If we hit enter, obviously this comes off the screen. That's it. We did get a quest. So they gave us our first quest upon entering the tower. And I'm going to go into what is called the director to view that quest. But I want to point out, just like in the last video, we were talking about the radars, the ghost, and the on-screen prompts. Ideally, and it said that in that little infographic to follow the on-screen prompts, and it's going to direct you throughout the tower to see who you need to talk to. Right now, I'm on the opposite side of the tower, and it's telling me that I have to go to where this diamond is. Again, we saw this diamond in the last video telling us, and I explained that this is what you're going to see regularly when there's something of importance. All right, so don't forget about that diamond on your screen. That is what you want to look for. It looks like that. Closer you get, it'll change a little bit of its shape. The white center will go a little smaller, and the gray outside of it will be a little larger. But in the end, the essence of it is still the same. It's for indicating what is an important what is an important object or person. So make sure you keep that in mind. This is something you're always gonna be looking for when you're out and about traveling, doing your thing. And your thing being quests, bounties, and any other activities that you choose to embark on. So we're gonna go towards that. It's gonna have me walk over here. I'm not gonna open the director just yet. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through this place. This is the tower. This is called the annex section of the tower. All right, we turn around, we get to see this nice beautiful view of the city. Okay, we hop off here, well, obviously in won't survive. So oops, my mouse is on a different screen, sorry. Okay, 2 PC problems. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna run up these stairs. There's a couple of different people back here. I'm not sure if these vendors are going away completely. All right, but there's a guy back here, his name is Benedict. I know that he's connected to the Leviathan raids. He's basically that vendor, so if you talk to him, he'll give you any weapons and gear from that when you turn in the currency that revolves around those raids. We'll get into that stuff later. This guy is one of the vendors. We're gonna run past everybody in this section. Obviously I went the wrong way. All right, down this hallway is the drifter. He's standing right there, and this is all the stuff that thing over there is involved in the new season right now, but this is the drifter. You're gonna deal with him later when we learn about Gambit. And if we run through here a little further up, this is where Ada is located, and she is the Black Armory vendor. Okay, she houses weapons from Black Armory, which potentially may be going away next season because they are removing certain things from the game, putting them in the content vault. If they do not remove the forges, I would actually be super impressed. A few of them are located on, I want to say, actually no, one of them are located on, is located on a Nessus. One of them is located on EDZ, and the other one is located on Mars. Actually, no. You know what? I can't even think of where that last forge is. 2 of them are on EDZ. Actually, now I think about it. But either way, you'll find out about that later. So we'll keep going. We'll walk up here, and we're gonna enter the bazaar. What vendors live here? You have the lovely Hawthorne up here. Here's your clan engram and all that fun jazz vendor right here. All right, give her a brief introduction. Then we're gonna continue on over. She's the only vendor in this section right here. All right, we're gonna continue. Actually, I'm lying. I can't believe I forgot about my girl. Got the lovely Ikora Ray, and right here. She's the other vendor here. They don't really give them too much. They haven't given a lot of vendors a lot of purpose as of late. Ikora tends to jump in when there's a seasonal activity that requires her, but right now they haven't given her anything, and I wish they would. I wish she would be more focused on certain things. Like maybe you get something that revolves around, I don't know, specific weapons or something like that, or loot. Okay, this is Banshee right here. Our weapons vendor, aka the gunsmith. This is Raul. He is our Cryptarch, which he decrypts legendary and prime engrams, mostly prime engrams, but he'll decrypt legendary engrams as well. You can buy those from him. We got our lovely friend, the Postmaster, over here, Katie. We have Tess Eververse. She's the in-game cash shop vendor. The Postmaster is where all your items, when you're doing an activity, it's where all the items that you don't pick up off the ground end up after you leave that activity. This is Lord Saladin. He's only around during a special event called Iron Banner, okay, which is currently going on right now. So if you want to partake in that, you can. Just remember, it is power level combat, meaning whatever your power, like the higher the power level, the stronger the opponent. So there's a lot of hurt pieces going on out there right now because people are lower level than certain others. So keep that in mind. This is Zavala. He's our Vanguard leader. He's in charge of bounties for strikes. He's also another vendor that'll give you that you can turn in tokens for armor and weapons and things like that. But he deals mostly with the strikes and nightfalls. Okay, so that's that vendor. And then we got our PvP vendor over here, Lord Shax. All right, he is all that is involved with the Crucible, aka PvP, aka I shoot people with my gun and they die in you know, fun combat. So then we head over to the hangar where we got 3 or 2 vendors that don't necessarily get too much love. I mean, we have one that's used every week, which is Saint 14. I'm going to show you where he's at. And then we also have Amanda Holiday, which she actually gets a lot of use now. She is the vendor for, if you were to connect your Amazon Prime with Twitch, for instance, you can collect all your Twitch Prime rewards through her. If you were to participate in the viewer bounties, which I'll get into those in a little bit, but they revolve around, you know, if you watch people playing Trials of Osiris, and when a person wins or loses a match, you get to react. You get those rewards from Amanda at the end of the weekend. So this is Saint 14. All right, he is the Trials vendor. All right, we brought him back. And then Amanda Holiday is right over here. She usually keeps track of sparrows and things of that nature. She'll give you all, like I said, she'll give you all the rewards from like the things outside of the game, like rewards systems that are built outside of the game. She houses them. She also houses older content. And what I mean by that is the missions you can pick up for specific content from the past is what she has. So don't, keep that in mind. Again, we'll go over all of this. I'll point these people out. I actually will do another video specific to the vendors where I actually go into each vendor a little bit more in depth than what I'm going to do today. Although this will be a part of the video. I mean, obviously it's going to be a part of today's video anyway. So again, keep that in mind. And let's carry on. Let's get out of here because I'm taking up too much time. We're already at 13 minutes. And I know I talk a lot. So, all right, let's go back to where it wants us to go. And I'm gonna walk over here, aka run. It looks like I'm walking, but I'm actually running. You see that little glow around my body, that means I'm running. All right, so this is typically where you would start, or where you would come in on the default fast travel to the tower. So here right now it's telling us that we need to go talk to Banshee. That glowing icon is an indicator of a quest line that you have. Hey, this is the objective that I need to go to. Remember, I told you to keep a lookout on for symbols and things like this. The diamond symbol is for a direction that you need to be going into, and then when you see that, that means, hey, I have a quest over there. Like, I see the quest objective. Boom, it's right there on my screen. In places like the tower, this will always be visible. It will prompt you no matter what. It will always be popping off your screen, wanting you to interact with that person. Okay, so again, on-screen prompts. I'm going to talk about on-screen prompts every single video because it is absolutely important that you remember on-screen prompts. You'll always see these little key things showing up on your screen to indicate where to go, what to do, how to do it, and all that stuff. So it's something that not so much as think outside of the box, but just to remember on-screen prompts. That's it. That's all you got.